1700 years ago, in the summer of AD 325, something happened that changed the world, even if most of us don't even realize it. Hundreds of bishops from across the Roman Empire, men who had survived persecution, torture, exile, were suddenly summoned by the emperor to a small lakeside town called Nicaea. And for the first time in history, human beings gathered, not to settle a war.
Stand clear. The doors are closing.
Or settle a border or an election, but to define truth, to decide who Jesus was and what Christians must believe. At that moment, the first Council of Nicea did two things at the same time. It brought Christianity together, giving it a shared identity strong enough to survive the fall of empires. It also introduced something the Roman Empire had never seen before. Truth backed by political power. A creed that included and excluded. A boundary that unified some and labeled others as heretics. We've been living inside that tension ever since. And here's why it matters today. Whether we're religious or not, every one of us has inherited the Nicene pattern, the instinct to treat disagreement as danger and certainty as loyalty. We see it in our politics, we see it in culture wars, we see it online every single day. We inherited the gift of shared meaning and the wound of enforced certainty. But the truth is, the bishops at Nicea weren't trying to create control. They were doing the best they could with the knowledge they had. And their world was so much smaller than ours, scientifically, psychologically, and culturally. They didn't know how language shapes belief. They didn't know how our universe is relational down to atoms. They didn't know how trauma, culture, and power affect the way we talk about God. They had blind spots, and so do we. The question is whether we can learn from them, because the real legacy of Nicea is not the creed they wrote, it's the courage to gather across differences and search for meaning together, something that we're losing today. So in this series, I'm releasing, starting with today's article, it's not about relitigating an ancient argument, it's about asking a deeper question. How do we talk about truth? Divine truth, political truth, personal truth, without turning it into a weapon? And what would it look like to seek truth with humility, curiosity, and love? If Nicea at 325 tried to define who God is, then Nicea at 2025 invites us to ask how God, or truth, appears in the way we treat one another. This is the beginning of a 5-part article series. The article is linked below. I hope you'll read it, sit with it, argue with it, share it, and join me in imagining what a wiser, more human, more loving way of seeking truth might look like. Because the world needs that now more than ever. Have a great day.